You want me to talk about my most favorite severed head in history? I would love to talk about Oliver Cromwell. When the Stuart family comes to England, we got James, Charles, James. In between here, we have the English Civil War. So Charles I fights against Oliver Cromwell. Oliver Cromwell commits regicide against Charles I, and then rules for a little bit and then dies. And England's like, we got to restore the monarchy under Charles II. When Charles II, son of Charles I, who was murdered, executed, tried for treason by Oliver Cromwell, Charles II is like, I'm gonna forgive all the people who fought in this war. Like, I'm gonna try to bring some peace, except for Oliver Cromwell, who at this point had died. And Charles II is like, that's not enough for me. I actually want to put him on trial for treason against my father and the country. So what he decides to do is he decides to disinter. He decides to dig up Oliver Cromwell and two of his cronies, put them on trial for treason. He finds them guilty. And as we know, because Cromwell did this to his dad, the punishment for treason is beheading. Cuts his head off, and in a symbol of his supremacy, Charles II decides to leave Cromwell's head on a pike outside of Westminster Hall for 20 years. That's not the best part of the story. The best part of the story, and why I love it so much, is that in 1684, a great windstorm happens, and Cromwell's head falls off the pike that it's been on for nearly 2 decades at this point, and then someone finds it, and then it's just passed around in private collections for nearly 300 years until the 1960s, when it is found and then purchased by Cambridge, and then it was reburied. But y'all, there are so many stories of various people's body parts getting passed around and sold in private collections in European history, so, let me know if you want to hear more.